Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. Today's video is a 5 looks 1 palette video with the new Nouveau palette from Anastasia. I did a review on this one recently. A lot of you said you definitely wanted to see a 5 looks 1 palette with it, and so I'm here to deliver today. I've created 5 looks with easy to follow instructions for you to get inspired and play with your new Nouveau palette from Anastasia. If you like videos like this one, don't forget to engage with it. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and once you've watched the video, please comment down below 1 through 5 which look was your favorite. It helps me see what you guys are liking better, and let's be honest, it also helps me with engagement so that my video gets promoted. So please give the video a thumbs up and leave me a little comment down there. Also, if by the end of this video you've decided to get this palette for yourself, please shop using the links I'm leaving you down in the description box. Now we do have 5 looks to get into, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's begin with the first look, and I have a disclaimer. We are going to use the purple for look number 1. However, this is probably the only look that I'll use the purple for because it took me 3 times to get an eyeshadow look that I liked that included the purple in it, because it's such a random color in this palette. I feel like it doesn't really go with anything. I don't like to overcomplicate my eyeshadow looks. I want you to be comfortable recreating them. So this is what I came up with. Let's start. And we are starting with the color Wisteria, which is the purple I was talking about. And I am packing it on the outer corner and the crease of my eye, back and forth, and blending it with my REPHR number 15 and just blending those upper edges. Then I'm going in with my REPHR number 28 and the color Lily. This is a flat brush. For anyone looking for a brush that sort of applies eyeshadows similar to your finger, I find that the REPHR number 28 brush definitely helps you pack a punch when it comes to shimmer eyeshadows. And I'm just with the edge of that brush defining the crease a little bit with that shade Lily up here, but I'm not doing any like cut creases, cleaning up with concealer, any of that. I'm just packing that shade Lily 3/4 of the way into my eyelid and sort of defining the top edge just a little bit. Then with my REPHR number 14 brush, which is a very small, very fluffy blending brush, I'm going to get the color Muse, and I'm going to pack it on the outer V of the eye, just a little bit of that shade, and start blending it up towards the purple and blending it forward so that it meets with the color Lily. Back with my REPHR number 15, a little bit of Wisteria up here, and I wiped it off, and I'm just going to blend those 2 colors together. Now grab a wipe or a Q-tip or something with a little bit of makeup remover, and I'm going to clean this edge. And that's simple. This is my look with the purple. Every time I tried to complicate it any more than this, I hated the way things came out. So let me go ahead and do my face makeup, and I'll be right back to finish it up. Back with my complexion done, and we are going to start the bottom of the eye with a lilac eyeliner. I feel like this eyeliner was designed to go with this crease color. This is the Glossier number 1 eyeliner pencil in the color Muse. And I'm just going to back and forth add it all throughout my waterline down here. So here's how we're looking. The next shade we're going to use from the palette is the same shade I used on the outer corner of the eye, which is also called Muse, just like the eyeliner. How funny is that? And I'm going to just back and forth blend it on the outer third of my under eye and make it meet with the top of the eye back here. And then with a much bigger pencil brush in the color Wisteria, which is that purple, I'm going to smoke out the under eye, starting from the tear duct area and blending out the color Muse as well. So this right here is how things are looking right now. Let me go ahead and curl my lashes and put on some mascara. Back with just mascara on, this is how things are looking like. And of course, every single product I'm wearing and I'm talking about in today's video is linked down below. So if you are interested in shopping for anything, especially this beautiful palette, definitely check the links in the description box. And now I'm back with some Kiss lashes that I got at Target. The style is Ruffle, but honestly the lash brand of these is very hard to work with. It took me forever to finally put them on, and I don't recommend them. I will use them in the next few videos because I bought them, but do not buy REPHR from Kiss. The lash band just doesn't bend enough, but it looks good now that I do have them on finally. It's taken me forever, and this right here is the final look number 1 with this beautiful palette from ABH. Let's get started with look number 2. I have a little bit of the Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer all over my eyelid, and I'm going to start look number 2 by setting everything with the shade Paloma. I'm just going to be using the shade Paloma as a base. I'm putting it all over my eyelid and all the way up to my brow. Still using my REPHR number 15 brush, I'm grabbing the color Fleur and blending it all over the crease of my eye. So I rest the brush on my eyeball basically, with the tip pointing towards my brow bone, and just back and forth do windshield wiper motions to blend it. And this is how it should look once you are done blending it. With my REPHR number 1 brush and the color Metro, I'm going to start by intensifying the outer V of the eye, just patting that color on the outer corner and then building it slightly into the crease, back and forth with the REPHR number 1. Still using the REPHR number 1 and just a tad bit of the color Muse, I'm going to intensify my outer V even further. I really like this color Muse. It's not a matte shade, it's kind of a satin type of shade I would call it, because it doesn't really look shimmery either, but it makes everything really nice and smoky, and I appreciate that. Back with a little bit of Metro, I'm just blending Muse into Metro on the crease. And I am getting a little bit, or a lot I should say, of fallout today, which I did not experience the first couple of times I played with this palette. Good thing is that I do not have my makeup done yet, so I am going to clean that right up. I have a little cotton square right here, and I'm just going to clean up everything and angle it up towards the end of my brow. And so this is what we have so far. I have the color Peacock on my REPHR number 28, and I'm going to tap it from the center of the eye and towards the outer corner. I really wanted to use this color Peacock, which is the reason I intensified everything with Muse, because I wanted something nice and smoky to match Peacock, which is also a pretty intense shade. And you know what? Now that I'm seeing how this is looking, maybe I started this video with a lie. Maybe I will use that purple shade Wisteria for a second look, meaning this look right here. So with Wisteria, I'm going to go 2/3 of the way into my eyelid. I really had such a difficult time with Wisteria yesterday on my crease. I did not think I was going to use it ever again. But here we are, a little bit more Peacock, still on my flat brush, just to like blend the two shades into one another right here. Oh yeah, I like that. I like this a lot. Blendy blendy. And this right here is the top of the second look. I'm going to go ahead and put on some makeup around, and I'll be right back to finish it up. I'm back, and for the under eye with my REPHR number 26 and the color Muse, I'm going to smoke things down here. And I took Muse around halfway in underneath my eye so that it's not too intense all over. And I'm back with the color Fleur on a REPHR number 13 brush. And with Fleur, we are going to smoke things out. So starting on the tear duct area, right here, and then smoking out right underneath that color Muse. This is intense, okay? This is definitely the look for a night out. With my Glossier number 1 eyeliner pencil in the shade Muse, I'm going to do my waterline. And you can totally leave it at this and apply some mascara and lashes. But just for fun, I want to do a half-winged purple eyeliner. So this is an Alamar Cosmetics eyeliner from their Encanto collection. Any purple liquid liner I feel like would work. And I'm going to do a half-wing back here. Again, this one is totally optional, but I just feel like it's going to look cool. If you have hooded eyes, you know not to open your eyes until the eyeliner is super dry. Alrighty, we have a purple wing. Okay, I'm still waiting for it to dry, but I am happy with my purple wing. It's definitely not as pastel as the inner corner, which would have been really cool, but I think it looks nice regardless. Let me go ahead and do some mascara and lashes, and I'll be back. Back with mascara and with lashes on. This right here is the final second look. I'm pretty proud of it. I like it. I love that I incorporated that purple shade in a second look. I love the purple wing. Again, you don't have to do it if you don't have a purple eyeliner laying around like I did, but now that it's there, I think it looks cute. And I also love that it's super dark and super smoky. No complaints over here. Let's go ahead and move on to the third look. I'm back for look number 3, and I'm starting once again with the color Paloma and a fluffy brush. This one happens to be the REPHR number 16 brush, and I'm just swiping it back and forth all over the crease of my eye for a nice base. With that same big fluffy brush and the color Liberty, I'm going to start building my crease. Liberty is a really pretty olivey green shade, and I'm just going to start from the outer V and blending inwards and upwards, and I'm doing kind of like little circles around the area, and just add a little bit more at a time. With my REPHR number 1 this time, I'm grabbing even more Liberty just to add it to the outer corner of the eye, and I think we're going to do a halo eye. So I'm also going to grab some Liberty for the inner corner and make it meet with what I had blended on the crease. I didn't make a huge mess right here this time, but just in case, I am still going in with a little cotton square, and I'm going to clean it up so that it's even prettier looking. And in the center of the eyelid, I want to put the color Isle for a little bit of dimension right there. Okay, I feel like that was the right move. I like that. Just tapping my REPHR number 1 over the edge, nothing added, just whatever remaining product it had. Let me do some face makeup and I'll be right back. Back with some makeup on, and I'm going to use the color Liberty on a REPHR number 26 brush right here on the outer corner of my under eye, and also right underneath my tear duct area. And with the REPHR number 28 and the color Isle, I'm going to tap right underneath my eye. A little bit of Paloma on a REPHR number 13 just to smoke things out a little bit, especially that green shade right down here, so that the edge isn't as harsh. A little bit more Isle also on the inner corner. Also in the center of the eye, if you don't want to use Isle, maybe you find it too yellow, too contrasting, whatever, I feel like the color Lily would also look really good right there. Glossier number 1 eyeliner pencil in the shade Fresco. And this right here is look number 3 before mascara or lashes. Back with just mascara on, and this is look number 3 with just mascara. Let me be right back with some lashes so you can see that as well. Back with some lashes on. This is the finished look number 3. This one was definitely super simple to do. It only took like 3 shades, and I love halo eyes. I love that olive green shade. It looks phenomenal in my opinion. What do you guys think? Let's go ahead and move on to the 4th look. Time for look number 4, and I am starting with the color Fleur and a REPHR number 15 brush, and I'm just going to back and forth blend that on my crease, adding a little bit more at a time, and I'm just making sure I diffuse up here and blend everything. Next, I'm going to darken things up with the color Metro, so I'm patting it on the outer corner, and I'm going to start blending it into the crease ever so slightly. And I gotta say, these shades are extremely blendable. I have the color Hope on a REPHR number 28 brush, and I'm going to start patting it right here in the center of the eye and blending it back into the outer corner shade. Just doing super teeny tiny patting motions with my flat brush. Back with a teeny tiny bit more Metro, I'm just going to pat over this outer edge here, make sure things are blended. And then I'm going to use the color Lily the remainder of the way. So from the inner part of the eyelid all the way to the center, and blend it into the color Hope. Ooh, I like this look. This is pretty. I'm going to clean up the little fallout, do my face makeup, and I'll be right back to finish this up. Back with some makeup on, and to finish up the fourth look, I'm going to go in with the color Metro and my REPHR number 13 brush, and I'm going to put it all throughout my under eye area, right underneath my lower lashes. Make it meet right here at the end, and with a little bit of fleur, smoke that out ever so slightly. Still using that REPHR number 13 brush. On the inner corner, the color Isle with my REPHR number 28. And for my waterline, the Kiln eyeliner from Glossier. I really love this look. Let me be right back with some mascara on. Back with just some mascara on, and this right here is look number 4. I absolutely love a warm smoky eye, especially with like a pop of a cooler tone in the center. So obsessed with this one. Let's put on some lashes. Back with some lashes on, and I also added a teeny tiny bit of eyeliner right there just to like match the lash band, and this right here is the final fourth look. By the way, I'm still wearing those Kiss lashes that I do not recommend, but like I said, I'm going to use them, so I'm using them. I have kind of trained the lash band to be a little bit more bendy, a little bit more arched, so it's a little easier to put them on right now, but still. They were a no for me. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to look number 5. I'm starting the 5th look with the color Paloma just to set my eyeshadow primer a little bit and to even out my eyelid. Then with that same number 15 brush in the color Fleur, I'm going to start building out the outer V. And I'm not going to take Fleur all the way in through the crease. I'm just going to go halfway, patting the color on the outer corner and just blending back and forth with the big fluffy brush. I'm going to darken up my outer V a little bit with the color Peacock, and I'm using a REPHR number 26 brush, which kind of has the shape of a pencil brush, but it's a lot bigger than a pencil brush. Okay, that number 26 brush is not working for what I want to do, so I'm using a flat brush. This is the number 28, and I'm adding more Peacock because I want to build it up a bit more right here. See, I was creating a lot of fallout just because I wasn't doing this properly. Now that I have a good amount on that outer V, I'm going to, with a clean brush, blend it slightly into my crease. Okay, so I went ahead and cleaned up the fallout right there. And with my flat brush, I grabbed the color Belle, and I'm going to, from the center of the eye, blend it back into the outer V. Belle looks a lot more gold on the eyelid. It looks a little bit darker on the pan. Same brush, switching to the color Lily now, and I'm going to go the remaining of the way in with the color Lily, just like that. The reason I didn't want to bring the matte shade all the way in is because I want to go back with the color Wisteria, this time on a REPHR number 13 brush, and just add it on the front part of the crease of my eye right here. Oh yeah, I like that. Just a little peekaboo purple right there. Take a look. This is the top of the 5th look. Let me be right back with makeup on my face and we'll finish it up. Back with makeup on, and I went ahead and intensified my waterline with the color Muse from the Glossier number 1 eyeliner pencils. And to finish up the under eye, I'm going to grab a little bit more of the color Peacock right under the outer third of my eye, right here, just back and forth. And with my REPHR number 13 in the color Fleur, smoke it out. And I'm going to take Fleur all the way to my waterline and back here. Ooh, just like that. And honestly, I think this might just be my favorite look, but I'll tell you at the end of the video. So let me go ahead and put on some mascara on, and I'll be right back to show you what that looks like. Back with some lashes on, and this right here is the final 5th look with this stunning Nouveau palette from Anastasia. I really love that peekaboo purple on the inner part of my crease. Let me go ahead and put on some lashes. Here is look number 5 with some lashes on. Obsessed with this one and that peekaboo purple, and I cannot wait to see what you guys think. I really hope that you enjoyed all 5 looks that I just showed you. I can't pick a favorite at the moment because I've only done look number 1 as I'm filming this, but editing me will tell you which look was my favorite right here. So that was my favorite look. Please let me know what your favorite look was down in the comment section. Don't forget, if you're interested in the palette, to shop it using the links I'm leaving you down below in the description box of the video. And that is all I have for you guys today. If you liked the looks, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, and for more content like this one, please subscribe before you leave. I love you so much. Thank you for being here, and I hope to see you back in the next video. Bye bye.